Yes, everyone, what's going on? My name is Howson. This is Stretford Paddock, and it is my review of tonight's 3-0 win against Brighton at the Amex. Starting straight off the bat, bit of a refreshing change, as the title says. The backups come good, but I think a little bit of perspective is needed before everyone starts getting too overly excited. United made, it was 10 changes from the team at weekend, but Brighton made 9. So it was essentially two backup teams going at each other for a spot in the next round of the Cup, which is fine, I guess. But that's the way it's rolled tonight. I thought there was a bit of a mixed bag of performances. I think we started back. I think Henderson fully deserved his clean sheet, had some good saves that he made in there. I thought Williams was okay on the ball. I thought positioning-wise, could have done a little bit better off the ball, especially. I thought Lindelof was hit and miss. Thought Bay was very good, and I thought Delo, with the ball at his feet, looked very comfortable. But when people are running at him, I think he really lacks something. I'm not 100% sure what it is he needs to get right. He just doesn't seem to have a defender's instinct to me. So it's a strange one, isn't it? Midfield, I thought McTominay's positioning off the ball was shocking. I don't know if anyone's picked up on that at all yet, but I thought he was dreadful positioning off the ball. He did all right for his goal, did fantastic to get on there for his goal. But off the ball, I think as a defensive midfielder, there's times when you've got to be dropping in a bit further than he was, being a bit more alert than he was, and getting a little bit more defensive cover. I know he kept a clean sheet, so you can't really have too much of a go at him, but I thought there was chances and there was times when he should have been more assured. Something that you get from Manny Matic and something that I really think you didn't get from Scott McTominay. Thought Fred was okay, a good bit of energy. Mata showed a bit of class and a bit of quality with his experience. I thought Igalo, like Andy Cole said at half-time, probably unlucky not to be able to get on the score sheet. Had some pretty good movement. Van der Beek I thought was great. Really lively, some very high quality in his touches. I love the positions that he takes up. And I didn't think Dan James did anything to cement himself as a place at United. I thought he was poor, to be honest. So a real mixed bag performance from United. But as I said, combination of a totally rotated Brighton side and a totally rotated United side. We come out of it. We are in the hat in the next round. You score 3 goals. You keep a clean sheet. You got to be happy with that. What came off the bench obviously shown with the quality, and the quality was one of the reasons why United ended up getting pushed over the line. Yes, we was ahead prior to the substitutes coming on, but I think once we did that, once we was able to bring those subs on, we looked totally different. But prior to that, it was a game where there wasn't a million different chances. It was a game that was still largely quite flat. And I think that's a bit of an issue. United need to be able to take hold of games. And even though we won this 3-0, it didn't feel like United was... It didn't feel like a 3-0 performance until maybe the last 15 minutes or so. In the last 15 minutes, United really started to show their quality, but prior to that, it was anyone's game, and it was in the mix. Scott in the comments there saying Bay and Van der Beek need to start against Spurs, and you know what? I would say yes. I would totally agree on that. Do I have the Rona? No, I have got a bit of a cold though. I am struggling breathing a little bit, but it's not the Rona. I did get tested recently, and it came back negative, so I don't have the Rona. But I do have a bit of a cold. Don't get people saying Delo should play right wing, though. Definitely better coming from deep. He's not a right winger. We've had such lacking of quality on that right-hand side that people think anyone can just go and play there. And there's a real difference between someone who's genuinely quality and someone who can do a job. And Delo's the kind of guy that can go and do a job, but he's not got the quality to play there on a regular basis. We need a striker. Igalo isn't good enough. He's not meant to be good enough. He's just a backup striker. And that's what he's there to do. He's there to be happy to play a handful of games a season, and that's it. Pogba almost never plays better. Get real hope. I don't understand that one. The lower wing back, I'm still not sure about that one. Do I think we should get Traore as an alternative to Sancho? I was on a chat with someone this afternoon about this, actually, and they were saying, do you think we'll pay the money? I said, I really don't know. It's always been the case that if we pay the money, we get him. He was always up for coming to United. It's just a case of whether or not United was prepared to pay it. And it seems increasingly likely that we're not prepared to pay it, which is well disappointing because every time the club gets back into the Champions League, it seems like they go, all right, that'll do. Leave it. And I think if we've got 120 million to spend and only 120 million to spend, I'd rather we didn't get Sancho because I think there's 2 or 3 signings needed, and I don't think one would fix it. If we've got more than that, and we're looking to really stake a claim like some of the clubs have done around us, then yes, Jadon Sancho is absolutely on that list, as would Sal Niguez, as would Upamecano, as would have been Thiago, as would have been Moussa Dembele. These are the sort of signings that I would like to see the club going out and making. Donny van de Beek in one window was not going to cut it. It's just absolutely not good enough. Just absolutely not good enough. Brock says, I disagree with your point about Ighalo being good enough as a backup striker. If Marshall gets injured for a long period, we're stuck with Ighalo. Okay, so on the same basis then, if Marshall doesn't get injured, you've got a world-class striker sitting on the bench on 250 grand a week. It's not fucking feasible, mate. You can't do it. You're not going to keep people happy like that. It's just not going to be happening. Darcy says, Ollie's cleared so much salary, he deserves to be backed with his own players. 100%. Thoughts on Dembele? Didn't get why he cost so much going to Barcelona. He's failed for me at Barcelona. His injury record is atrocious. I don't understand why United would be in for him. I don't get it. I don't get that signing. Again, there's not just your 5-star potential players that are on FIFA that United can go and get it. There's a whole world of right wingers out there that would probably be significantly better investments than either Dembele or even Sancho for 120 million. Thoughts on Jovic to United? I thought Real Madrid was getting an absolute gem, and I don't know why it didn't go right for him since he went. I think he's class. Can he do it at United after a year of it not working at Madrid? Maybe. I don't think it's a definite no, but it's certainly not a definite yes, I don't think. Was Lindelof better than Maguire today? Well, considering Maguire didn't play, yeah. United should only get players who want to come to United, and that. Is it a smokescreen for Sancho? It might be a smokescreen for Sancho. I don't think it's a smokescreen. I think it's very much United probably lining up other options if they don't get Sancho. But all of this considering a bid and we're preparing to stick a bid in, just go get him. You've known the price probably for over a year now. It'd be nice to just actually go get something done on it. Sancho or Telles and a centre-back. I would go with Telles and a centre-back, to be honest with you. How long before Scott takes over completely from Matic? Fucking never. What you want about? He's nowhere near good enough. Upamecano says garlic sauce. Why didn't we buy Upamecano then if they didn't want to pay for Sancho? It's me, mate. Will I take Memphis back? No. Is this really a serious question? Honestly, like, people, are you losing your mind? Why would you take Memphis back? It's the same guy that left it. Not only is it the same guy that left it, this is a guy that's banging out rap videos and rap songs that are charting. How do you think that's going to go, United's fan base? United's fan base will eat him alive if he does that. PSV had Cavani, Mbappe, and Icardi. Inter have Lukaku and Martinez. Yeah, and a lot of these play together. They don't play instead of each other. One injury to Rashford, Johnny Mason, and we're fucked. Yes. Watch Chiesa. I'm a big fan of Chiesa. Why didn't we bid 150 million for a team one season fight but refused to human diamonds? Because we didn't. Because we never bid 150 million for Fatty. That's clearly a lie. That was a lie the moment whoever fucking made it up. Where do I get the hat? StretfordPaddockFC.com. There's a few items in the store. Hats, I think. Hoodies have just gone back on there as well. Be a while before the away shirts on there. Does Pogba need to play further forward? No, I don't think so. We need a backup at the level of Jesus from City. Don't look at City's squad and think that's a normal thing. That is not a normal thing. That's the most expensively assembled squad the world has ever seen. We need a centre back. We need a left back. We need Harry Kane. I was with you until the Harry Kane thing. I don't think we need Harry Kane. We need a backup striker if Marshall is out. Arguably we do, yeah, and I think that's what Gallo is. Someone's going to come in and do a job. If you're trying to plan for 6-month injuries, then yeah, you need a whole new squad. You can't plan for a 6-month injury. You can't do that. Do we have a possibility of winning the league this season? Shut up, you dick. Thoughts on Ismail Assar? Good player, good potential. I don't know if he's on the same level as Jadon Sancho. I suspect he's not. We need a player that can hold the ball and take 2 or 3 players out. There's not many that can do that, to be fair. I love Igalo, but maybe we need Jovic ahead of him. The thing is, if you get Jovic, it's not worked out for him at Real Madrid. You're not getting a player come from Real Madrid to sit on the bench and watch Marshall play all season on the off chance that he gets injured. Dolo should play more. Should he? Do I fancy Bay and Maguire partnership to flourish for United? I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it'd be a decent shout, to be honest. Could we be a dark horse for the Champions League? No fans might be an advantage for us. Why would no fans be an advantage for us? What's the logic behind that? I don't understand. But no, we will not be a dark horse for the Champions League. I know all is good in cup competitions and he's got a good record in cups. Be realistic, mate. Let's see how far we go. Let's see if we get a little bit of luck. Let's see what the script is. But to think, if you're sitting there, if you're the kind of guy that's sitting there going, I think United can win the league, and I think United can win the Champions League, then that's why you end up getting disappointed. Because we're not at that level yet. We're not at that level yet. I was reading an interview with Berbatov the other day, and he was saying, when he was at United, it was all about winning titles, and now it's about can we get to the top 4? Success has been refocused for us, and he's right, it has. But you can't, you have to be realistic. At one point, Nottingham Forest was winning Champions Leagues. Now they'd be happy to be back in the Premier League. Like, your success has to be refocused, otherwise it's just nonsense. Who would I buy if United couldn't get Sancho? I'd look to sign 2 or 3 players. Do I think we'll have a better season than the last one? Not without signings, we won't. No, not without signings. Next year we need a deep line playmaker other than Pogba who can fire passes through the lines. That's the thing. I think a lot of people look at the Kante, the Thomas Partey style of holding midfielder, and they're great. But I think there's also very much a place for your Michael Carrick style ones, the ones that can play a little bit, and I think they're good. And I think that's probably what I would roll with, to be honest. The man of the match tonight, Bay or Van der Beek, probably. We had Rooney, Berbatov, Chicharito, and Welbs at the same time in the squad. Why can't we have 4 good strikers now? Because Rooney and Berber were the ones that played week in, week out. Chicharito famously came off the bench all the time, and Danny Welbeck played infrequently. Danny Welbeck wasn't a 60, 70 million pound signing for Real Madrid. He was an academy player. Berber was a big money signing from Tottenham, and he played. Rooney was obviously a big money signing, and he played, and he was a world-class talent at that time. Chicharito was a £7 million signing who was known as being one of the best super subs that we've seen in the club. There's a hierarchy in that. And at the time we played with two strikers. All right, Rooney was a more withdrawn sort of centre forward, but we played with two strikers. At the moment, we don't play like that. It's like when we had Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney. We also had Jason Park, but Jason Park wasn't a world megastar like Ronaldo, who'd see his ass at being benched week in, week out. You have to have the blend. United need a blend. This is real life. It's one of them, isn't it? Galixor says LOL Park was trash. That's fucking enough internet for me tonight, because that's the worst opinion I've ever fucking heard in my life. Right, an underrated Stone Roses song, Where Angels Play. Right, that is it from me. Cheers for tuning in. Make sure to check it out for all the fan cams that are coming up in the next few minutes and all the rest of it. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.